Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. We are on Facebook Live this morning because Zoom was giving me a problem getting in. So here I am, and I'm gonna hold off on starting class just a few minutes so that my people can find me because the lack of notice of the change. So I'm hoping everyone will be slugging on pretty soon. Hopefully they'll get a notification that I am on Facebook Live and they'll be on. So, just getting you all set up. And that's not gonna work. So I had to change things up a little bit because we're on Facebook Live. My phone has to stay upright rather than going sideways, and that makes things a little bit more challenging for Pilates. So I need to get the angle just right. Hi Jane, I'm so glad that you found me on here. Hoping everybody else does too. So there we go, there's my mat. It is there. Hopefully you'll be able to see my whole body. And I'll get some light music going. And so we're going to start on hands and knees today. And if you want to go to child's pose while you're waiting, you can do that. Just kind of hang out there, do some relaxing. Child's pose to start. Okay, so let's see. We got Melissa. Hi, Melissa. And Anita's here. Awesome. So we're gonna start on hands and knees today. We're gonna get right into it since we are behind schedule. And hopefully the others who were looking for me on Zoom will find us here. Okay, so let me know if the music is too loud and you can't hear me. I will check in on this every once in a while. Okay, so hands and knees. Stomach is tight, pulling it up into your belly. Take a breath and pull that belly up towards the ceiling. And then drop it down, raise your chest and look forward. Inhale, take the belly up towards the ceiling. Drop it down, raise the chest and look forward. Again, inhale, take that belly up towards the ceiling. Drop it down, raise your chest and look forward. So as you're doing this, and we're doing so much focusing on the belly and the inhaling and exhaling, I want you to also focus on pushing down into the floor. Pushing down into the floor with your knees. Pushing down into the floor with your hands. Noticing that connection. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale and lift that belly up. And exhale and drop it down. One last one. Inhale and take it up. And exhale and drop it down. And we're going to sit back towards your heels. And then rotate the hips around to the side. Come forward. And then go over to the other side with your hips. Inhale to get your circles started, and then exhale to circle them all the way around. We'll do 2 more in this direction. Don't forget about your tummy. You want to keep it tight. And still noticing the pressure on your arms and knees into the floor. Where does it lighten up and where does it get more challenging? All right, let's reverse directions. Inhale, drop the hips to the other side, rotate it around. Keep that tummy tight. One last one. Come back to the center, drop your chin, pulling that belly back up towards forward. We're gonna flatten your back out now, looking down towards the floor, pulling the belly in tight, and take your right foot and just press it back towards the edge of your mat. We're gonna dig the toe into the floor and push your heel backwards, sending a lot of energy down through the back of that leg. And then take that foot back to the floor, or take that knee back to the floor, and switch to the other side. Press your heel back, and bring it back into the mat. Alternating legs, so we're just pressing that heel back towards the wall behind you. Press it back as far as it'll go. And bring it back again. Other side, push it back. One more on each side. Bring the knees back to the floor. We're gonna walk the knees back just a little bit. Drop your hips, stomach tight, keeping your elbows in close to your sides. Try to lower yourself down slowly to the floor. And then bring your hands, actually let's bring your arms out in front of you. I'm just gonna check in with you, make sure you can hear me okay with that music. And it looks like you're okay. Woo! Sorry. That's what happens when I touch things. All right, so we're on our belly. Arms are stretched out in front of you. Hopefully you can still see my mat. All right. Okay. Take a breath. Keep your head looking down towards the floor so that it stays all in alignment. And we're gonna exhale to lift one arm, opposite leg. Inhale and lower it back down. Exhale, lift the other arm, opposite leg. Inhale, lower it back down. Exhale and lift. Inhale and lower. Exhale and lift. Inhale and lower. One more on each side. And then you can continue alternating if you'd like to, or double it up. Exhale, lift both hands and feet. Inhale and lower them back down, but don't quite touch the floor. Exhale to lift. Inhale and lower it down, don't quite touch. Exhale, lift. Inhale and lower, two more, just like this. Maybe going a little higher for this last one. Exhale and lift. Inhale, lower back down. We're gonna take your feet back to the floor, hands come to your sides, right by your chest. Take a breath, and then exhale to push up. Come on back to hands and knees. And we're gonna take your right knee, keeping your stomach tight and your back flat. Take your right knee and try to touch your right elbow with it. And then bring it back to your starting position, but don't quite put it on the floor. Bring that knee to the elbow, and then bring it back to your starting position. Lift and lower. Should feel a nice crunch in the side. Squeeze it up. Bring it back down. Four more. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to take that same knee across over towards your other elbow and bring it back. We're going to add on to this in a little bit. Cross it over around across your body and take it back. 3 more. 2. Last one. Bring that knee back. Before we do the other side, let's just give your hands a little bit of a break by pulling those bellies up towards the ceiling. Drop them back down. And then take your left knee, try to touch that left elbow, and bring it back. Left knee, left elbow. Take it back. Squeeze it up. Exhale as you try to touch that elbow. Inhale, bring it back. 4 more to go on this side. 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it in across. Try to get that other elbow. Or maybe the forearm, or maybe the wrist. Squeeze it shoulders back, reaching your arms, lifting your chest. And we're gonna sit back towards your heels, palms face forward as you pull your arms together, press your palms together. Don't quite sit all the way down. And then flip those palms and stand back, or not stand back up, but raise back up. Inhale, come down, drop your head. Exhale, lift your chest. Inhale and bring it down. Exhale, come up and lift. So again, you're not sitting on your heels when you go down. Your stomach is tight. Your core muscles should be helping you to lift up out of those kneeling positions. Lift up. Arms should be stretched wide. Fingertips stretched wide. Should feel like some work on your shoulders and your chests. 2 more to go. One last one. And come back down. Take your hands to the floor. Take those knees so that they're about hip distance apart. And we're going to tuck your right hand underneath your torso. Follow it with your head. And then open it up towards the ceiling. Follow it up. Inhale and tuck it down and underneath. And exhale to open it back up. Inhale, take it down. Exhale and lift. 4 more to go on this side. Let's come back to the center. 1 cat and cow, lifting the belly up and then dropping it back down again. Lift your left arm, reach it up towards the ceiling, and then tuck it underneath your torso. And open it back up. Inhale, take it under. Exhale to lift it up high. One more here. Bring that arm back down. Tuck your chin, pulling that belly up. Drop your chest and look forward. So we're going to pull your right knee in towards your chest. And then extend it up towards the ceiling. Point that toe. Raise that leg up as high as it'll go. Inhale and take it in. Exhale and push it up. So with this, if you'd like to add a push-up, you're going to lower yourself down. Elbows stay tucked in close to your sides, so tricep push-up. And then bring it back up. Pull that knee in towards your chest. Lower down. And press back up. Keep your tummy tight. Keep your head looking down towards the floor. Try to let your chest be the leader. Try not to lead with your head. The head's along for the ride, but the chest is what's lowering. We'll do 3 more on this side. Last one. And we're going to take a break before we do the other side. Let's come back onto your knees. Hands come around behind your back. Interlace those fingers. Reach way back up. Pressing your shoulders together, lifting your chest. And then release your arms. Bring them around to the front. And we're going to press forward, pulling your belly backwards, sitting back a little bit further towards your heels. Inhale, reach your arms up high. We're going to do full circles. As you come down with the arms, you're going to sit back down, not all the way. But exhale, lift up, tight. Exhale and lift. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, come down. Exhale, up. Arms should still be reaching up as high as they can go. 2 more times. And we're gonna reverse this. Arms come up in the back, down in the front. Stomach's tight. One last one. And take your hands back to the mat. Just tuck that chin, holding the belly up. Drop it down, raise your chest, look forward. And then we're gonna take your left knee into your chest. Push it up towards the ceiling, pointed toe, raise it up high. Inhale, take it in. Exhale, lift it up towards the ceiling. And let's add the push-up if you'd like to, so the knee comes in. Elbows stay close into your sides, lower down. And push back up again. Might feel a little more challenging now. You already did that first round. Keep the tummy tight, tight, tight. And the more you can bring that knee in towards your chest, the more of a crunch you're gonna get in your belly. Whew. 2 more to go. We can do it, we can do it. Last one. Take that knee back to the floor. Tuck your chin, pull that belly up. Exhale, drop it down, look forward. Flatten your back again, looking down towards the floor. Walk your knees back just a little. You're gonna drop your hips, keeping your elbows tucked in close to your sides. See if you can go slow, 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 down to the floor. Interlace your hands behind your back. And we're gonna kick your right foot in, kick it 2 times. Point your toe. Exhale and lift. Lower that leg down. Kick your left in 2 times. Kick. Point your toe. Exhale and lift. Bring it down. Other side, kick it 2 times. Point. Exhale and lift. Lower it down. Last one, kick it 2 times. Point. Exhale and lift. And lower all the way down. We're gonna push back to child's pose. So let's press up. Take your knees out towards the corners of your mat. Sit way back on your heels. Let your head come to the floor. Hang out there for a second. Just gonna check in with you all. Everyone's still here. Awesome. We've got a few more people. And grabbing my watch because I forgot to put it on. And I need to know when it's time to stop. Hopefully everyone's feeling nice and warm. Make sure to grab sips of water as you need it. And because we got such a quick start this morning, I didn't get to go through my spiel and tell you, don't ever do anything that doesn't feel right for your body. If I'm asking you to do something that you know you shouldn't do, please don't. You can always come to child's pose. You can always go back to another exercise that felt better. We're gonna come now into a plank position. And we're gonna come to an elbow plank this time. We've been on our hands a lot, so let's do elbows. If planking is not for you, then you're gonna come back to the hands and knees. Or you can always do modified plank and keep your knees on the floor and just lift those hips. If you are a regular planker, we're gonna lift up into that elbow plank. Make sure your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Pressing your heels towards the wall behind you. Keep your stomach tight. Looking down towards the floor. Stomach is tight. Feet are pressed back. So if you would like to, you can take your right knee and try to bring it up towards the side of your mat and then bring it back down. Let's switch to the other side. Left knee comes up, side of the mat, bring it back down. Make sure to press those heels back in between. Reset. Side of the mat, come back, press those heels back. Side of the mat, come back, press those heels back. We're gonna try to do 2 more on each side. Keep those tummies tight. Tap, bring it back. Tap, bring it back. 1 more. Tap, bring it back. Last one. Lower all the way down. And you can just let your hands rest by your sides. Let your head rest on the mat. Take a breath. Exhale. Take another breath. Exhale and lift your head. Turn to face the other direction. I won't do that because you won't be able to hear me. You can let your head rest on the other side. Take a breath. Exhale. Take another breath. And exhale. Turn your head back to the center. Bring your hands underneath your chest. Pull in that tummy. And press back up again onto your hands and knees. So we're gonna do the knee, and I'm actually not sure what this is called. It's the one where you press into the floor and lift your knees up just a little bit so that you can slide a piece of paper underneath them. So you're gonna dig the toes into the floor. Hands are gonna press down firm, your back is flat. Looking down towards the floor, take a breath, and then exhale to lift those knees up just a little bit. Keeping your stomach tight, we're hovering. Hovering, hovering. If while you're hovering you want to tap your knees together and then open them back again, you can do that. Squeeze them tight and then open them. Squeeze those knees. Take them back out. Squeeze, let's do 5 more squeezes. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees. Untuck your toes. Knees out towards the edges of your mat. Sit back on your heels and reach out towards the front. So as you're in child's pose this time, I want you to send your hands as far towards the front of the mat as you can. Reaching your arms as long as they can be, but then also pushing down into the mat so that you can feel that energy in your lower back, hopefully in a good way. Take a breath. Exhale. Take another breath. Exhale and come on back up. We're doing one more here on one more plank, and then we're going to roll over onto our backs. I feel like usually we spend so much time on our back doing all those exercises that this area gets gypped. So that's why we started here today. Okay, so we're doing the plank with the cross underneath. And so if you're not going to plank anymore, and that's okay if you're not, we've done a lot of strength with our arms today. If you're not going to plank, you're going to take your right knee in and tuck it underneath, and then take it back and bring it back again. It's definitely going to be a challenge to sweep it underneath that leg. You can actually come back a little bit further with it so that you have a little bit more room. Stay on your knees. And it'll be easier to not switch. So we're gonna do 6 on one side and 6 on the other. If you're coming up to your plank, come on up, full size, full plank, as if you're in a starting push-up position. Take your right knee up, tuck it underneath that bottom leg, or that other leg. Pull the knee up and push it back. Pull it in, cross it under, pull it in, take it back. 4 more on this side. 3, 2, 1. Let's go right into the other side. Pull it in. Pull it in. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Lower down, all the way. Take your hands by your sides. Let your head rest. Take a breath. Exhale. Take another breath. Exhale, turn that head, look the other side. Breathe in. Exhale. Another breath. Exhale and come back to the center. We're going to interlace your fingers again. And this time we're going to kick with both feet. But you can just do one at a time if you'd like. Kick both feet in. Point your toes. And exhale and lift. Inhale, kick both feet. Point your toes. Exhale and lift. Inhale. Point. Exhale, lift. 2 more times. Inhale. Point. Exhale, lift. Last one. Point. Exhale, lift. Lower all the way back down. Come up to hands and knees. Don't worry. We're not going to do anything hard. It's going to be a thread the needle stretch. So let's take your left hand up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to tuck it all the way underneath your torso. This time, bringing it down to the floor and resting your head. And we're just going to relax here for a minute. Let your body sink into the stretch. You can make any adjustments that you need to make so that it feels good for you. Hold here and breathe. Exhale. Take another breath. And exhale to unwind out of that. I'm just going to turn around so that I'm not facing away from you. And take your right hand up towards the ceiling. And then tuck it underneath your left arm, lowering all the way down to the floor. Let your head rest. And again, make any adjustments that you need to make so that you feel comfortable. Take another breath. Exhale. Breathe in. And exhale to come on back up. And we're going to roll over onto your stomachs. Not to your stomachs, onto your backs. Sorry. How's everyone doing out there? Awesome. Leslie's here, and Beth and Debbie. Robin, I'm so proud of you. Fantastic. Okay. So we're on our backs now. Before we do anything else, let's just take your hands up towards the ceiling. Rotate your wrists. And we're going to bring them down and out to the sides. And then bring them overhead, maybe reversing the rotation. Hold right here and point your toes. Feel that full body stretch. And then relax. Take another breath, reach back, point your toes. And then relax it all. We're going to take your hands down by your sides, bend your knees, tuck your tailbone, and pull your right knee into your chest. Take that leg up towards the ceiling, flex your foot, reach your left hand to that leg, and we're going to take your other hand out towards to the side, so palm down. And we're going to inhale, lower that leg and arm to the floor, not quite touching. Exhale, bring it up. And then we're going to take it out to the side, just a little ways. And then bring it back. Inhale and lower all the way down. Stomach tight. Exhale, lift. And slowly lower to the other, out to the side, maybe a little bit lower this time. And bring it back. Inhale and lower. Exhale, lift. Slowly out to the side, maybe a little more. Inhale and lower. Exhale, lift. Slowly lower out to the side, maybe even more. Bring it back. We're going to do 2 more. You can go as low as you'd like to on the sides. One last one. And take it out. Bring that knee back into your chest. Lower your foot to the floor. Take the other knee in. Extend that leg up. Flex your foot. Your other hand is out by the side. Palm face down. And opposite hand is reaching towards your toe. Inhale, slowly lower. Stomach stays tight. Exhale and lift. Going out to the side just a little. And take it back. Inhale and lower. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lower a little bit more. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale and lower. Exhale up. Inhale, lower a little more. Exhale, take it back. Stomach stays tight. Don't forget about it. Take it out. 2 more to go, as low as you want on those side ones. Last one. And bring it into your chest. Let's take that foot down. We haven't done any crunches yet today. So, well, we kind of have with the knee into your chest when we're on our elbow, on our hands and knees. But let's do some laying down ones. So, feet on the floor, hands by your side. Pull that belly button down into the floor. As you do that, you probably notice that your pelvis lifts just a little bit to tuck that belly button in. And we're going to take a breath and exhale to peel your head and shoulders off the floor. Lead with your chest, just like you did with the push-ups. Inhale and lower down, but don't quite touch. Exhale and lift. If you feel like your head needs support, you can take your hands to your head. Just please don't pull on your neck. Let your chest do the work. Stomach tight, really pressing that belly down into the floor. Lift and lower. Exhale up. Inhale down. 4 more to go like this. 3, 2, last one. Lower your head back to the floor. Let's take your left knee into your chest. Extend that leg up. We're going to grab hold behind your left thigh and take hold of your left ankle with the left hand. And then we're going to lift your head and shoulders up off the floor, so long as that doesn't bother your neck. If it does, you can take it back. And extend your other leg long, let it hover. This time our toes are pointed, and we're going to switch. Alternating legs, pointing those toes. Inhale for one side, and exhale and switch. Try to keep your head in a neutral position so you're not looking down towards your mat, you're looking more diagonally towards the ceiling. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Lower your head all the way down. Take a breath. Exhale. Take another breath. And exhale. Let's take your feet to the floor. Extend the legs long. We're going to do some roll-ups. Let's see how they go. I've never actually done them after doing all those planks and stuff. So let's give it a shot. If it's impossible, we'll strike it. If it's impossible, you can all give me a thumbs down out there and I'll know. So let's take your hands up overhead. Take a breath in and then exhale to lift those arms up. Follow it with your head. Managed to do it. Hopefully you guys did too. Head comes forward, reach. Awesome stretch right here. Inhale to lower back again. We're going to pull your belly back and go slow, slow, slow. don't see any thumbs down. That's a good sign. But maybe that's because you're still on your mat. Exhale to lift. All the way up. Hinge forward. And inhale to roll it back slow. Try not to let your head touch the floor. Exhale, lift. Come on forward. Inhale, roll it back. Don't quite touch the floor. Exhale, lift. Come on forward. Inhale, roll it back. Let's do 2 more. Exhale up. Come on forward. Inhale, roll it back. Last one. Come on up to seated position. Take your arms down by your sides. We're going to do some rolling. So we've done a lot of work today. This one's kind of a fun thing to do. And nobody can see you, right? Because you're at home. You're not in class. So you can practice. You can look as silly as you want to. Or maybe, not as silly as you want to, but you can look silly and nobody will care. Hands come underneath your legs. Try to find that balancing point. So you're using your core here to try to find that balancing. Let's tuck your chin and roll back. Come back up, see if you can find that balancing point again. Roll it back. Come on up, try to find that balancing point. Try 2 more. Last one. All right, now I have faith that you all did pretty good with that. And we're gonna make it more challenging now because why not, right? So let's take your legs out. Grab hold of your calves or your ankles. So you can really just stay here if you want to, or if you want to add your roll, we're gonna tuck your chin, roll it back, and come back up again. Try to find that balancing point. Roll it back. Try to find that balancing point. Keep your tummies tight. That's what helps you. That's your core working. Woo. How you doing out there? 2 more. Last one. Let's stay here. I know you want to. I'm going to stay right here. Take your hands down so they're underneath your thighs instead. And then we're going to bend your legs, flex your feet, and extend them back out again slow. Keep those tummies tight. Bend and extend. Now if this is too much for you and you need to relax, you can lay down on the floor and do this instead. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And then 1 at a time. This one's a little harder because your balance is shifting. Keep those tummies tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna take it in. Legs come out straight. It's almost time for us to be done. I hate that it goes by so fast. Let's take the arms up. And we're gonna come forward, following your head. So if this is too much for you with your back, you can take your hands and come forward like this instead. So whatever works best for you. Let's follow down as far as you can go. And we're just gonna hold there for a moment. Take a breath. And then exhale, let gravity pull your head down a little further. take another breath. Exhale, let gravity pull you down even more. And then inhale to raise your head back up. We're gonna walk your hands back and take your legs out to the sides. So bring them out as wide as you can go. And we're gonna walk your hands forward. Walk them out as far as you're comfortable with. And then you're gonna just let your head hang down. And again, gravity is gonna help you. Take a breath. Exhale, let your head hang down. Take another breath in. Exhale, drop it down. One more time. Exhale and walk it back. Let's take your feet together. Try to keep your back straight as you bring your feet in, opening up the hips. Elbows can come out towards your knees, and they might give them a little nudge down towards the floor. You might want to flutter them a little bit if you're not using your elbows. All right, we're going to bring those legs back in straight. We're going to roll back down onto the mat. So let's come out. Inhale, pull your belly button backwards and come on down slow. Let your head rest on the floor. And we're going to tuck your tailbone, bending your knees. Let's do a bridge, or a few bridges. So we're going to pull that belly button in tight, take a breath, and then exhale to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Maybe walk your feet back a little bit further so that they can go up high. Inhale and lower, but don't quite touch the floor. And then exhale to lift and press them up. Inhale, lower your hips down towards the floor, don't quite touch. Exhale, lift and press them up high. Inhale and lower down. Exhale, lift and press them up. We'll do two more. Inhale and lift. Exhale, lift and press. One more time. And exhale and lift and press. We're going to stay here for a minute. The feet can come back a little further. If you want to support your hips with your hands, you can do that. Just kind of feel that stretch opening the hips, strengthening the back, strengthening your quads and your glutes. Feel it in your legs for sure. Slowly lower all the way down. And let's bring your knees into your chest. Let's bring both of them in. You can rock side to side. And we're going to take the feet up towards the ceiling, still bending the knees. Grab hold of your calves so that you can bring the knees towards your shoulders. You might be able to walk your hands up towards your ankles to bring them down a little further. Or you might be able to take hold of your two big toes with your two pointing fingers and pull them down to your shoulders even more. And you can again rock side to side if that feels good. Or maybe extend one leg and then the other. Play around with it just a little bit more. Come back to the center. We're going to lower your feet back to the floor. Roll over onto your right side. And then come up to a seated position. We're just about done. Before we finish, I just want to stretch out your hands and your arms a little bit more and your necks. So let's take your right hand, press it forward, pull the fingertips back. And then drop the palms so that you can press the opposite direction. Other side, pull those fingertips back. And flip it. And then we're going to rotate the wrists. Coming out to the sides, stopping when you can't go there, turn to look over your right arm. Come back to the center and turn to look over your left arm. Come back to the center, rotate the wrists, coming back again. Let them rest on your knees, and we're gonna drop your chin to your chest. Let your ear fall towards your shoulder. Drop your chin back to your chest. Let your other ear fall towards your shoulder. Some little half circles from one side to the other. And then we're gonna land with your head drop towards your left shoulder. You can take hold of your left hand if you'd like a little bit more and place it on top of your head. Don't pull, just let it rest there. See how that feels. And if you want to deepen it even more, just take your right hand to the floor. And it really lengthens those neck muscles. A good thing to do if you are sitting at your desk all day. Do these neck stretches. Just take that right hand back to your knee, release. Drop your chin to your chest. Let your right ear drop towards your right shoulder. Right hand comes to your head. Just let it rest. Don't pull. And then take your other hand just to the floor. Take that hand back to your knee. Release the hand on top. And circle forward. One last one. Let your head come back up to its natural position. We're going to sweep your arms up towards the ceiling, palms open wide, press them towards each other, flip them and push them back down. And then bring them up one more time. Breathe in as they come up. Press the palms together and exhale to heart center. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for finding me on Facebook. I'm sorry about the Zoom problems. Hopefully we'll get it all worked out for tomorrow. Facebook's kind of fun though, because then I can see other people that I might not have seen on Zoom, and you have the recording too now, so that's kind of awesome too. So have a fantastic day. Remember to drink your water and stay safe. Thanks everyone. Bye.